I guess you just don't know when your last game of cricket could be. There was no female cricket played on TV, so every cricket match we went to or I watched, it was male cricket and was like, well, if her bat was as big as her ass, maybe she did it.
Guys, just a quick favour to ask that if you're not subscribed, can you please subscribe now? It's just going to help us build the show, get bigger guests on the show. It can help the show be better for you guys. You guys can get more out of it, be more entertained, and just build the overall level of the show. Now we're done with that. Let's get into the episode. Naomi Stalenberg, welcome to the pod. Thanks for jumping on. Just straight up, I wanted to ask you, I always like to start with like a little question, get the juices flowing. So you played in the first WBBL season.
Yep.
How's it changed to now?
Well, I think cricket as a whole has completely changed. There's so many T20 leagues around the world, and like that's been driven by the men's space, but you see it quite prevalent in the women's space now. So I think the WBBL, I guess, paved the way for all that to kind of happen, and then the professionalisation of the women's games kind of come from that as well. So there's so much more cricket to be played in this day and age, and I've been pretty lucky to experience very different eras of cricket throughout my career, so it's been cool.
Yeah, when you started playing that first season, were you still working?
Yeah. I was still at uni.
Yeah.
I was doing a Bachelor of Policing at Western Sydney Uni, and then
uni.
Yeah, I was Kingswood campus, and then I was working at a pub, so working most weekends, and a really supportive boss who would give me time off to go and play cricket and stuff. So throughout the winter I'd work most weekends and sometimes finishing up at 4 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday night. But good character building that. Worked in a pub for 3.5 years, and then continued with cricket to kind of see where it was going to go. So it was really cool. Yeah,
what's that like? Because obviously there wasn't a straight path, you know what I mean? Especially like it was the first season of the WBBL, and the women's game was like it was taking off, but no one knew where it was going to go. What's going through your mind when you're working at uni and playing cricket? Was it always like, no, this is going to work out, or did you question it a bit?
Oh, there was a few times where I was like, oh, well, should I continue with cricket? Like, is it really going to, pay the bills eventually? So I guess we took a risk bringing in the WBBL. Like, I guess the success of the BBL was quite prevalent, and then they thought, well, let's see what happens in the women's space. And no one really knew kind of what was going to happen. And women were playing cricket for hundreds of years, and I guess we just didn't really know what was going to happen. And there was a really talented Australian cricket team who were very successful, and they kind of paved the way for the WBBL to be successful as well. So I think it's been an incredible journey to see where the women's game has gone, and some talented cricketers now representing their country, and playing in leagues all around the world. So it's been really cool.
This BBL season, you're at the Renegades.
I am.
You left for Thunder, left my team, my favourite team, the Thunder.
Well, I went to the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the Renegades.
Yeah.
So third team. So, it's pretty cool.
How's that going? Obviously, going down to Melbourne. How has that differed from being at the Thunder and Hurricanes? Obviously.
Firstly, the transition from the Thunder to go to the Hurricanes was that, the Thunder are very well-resourced. They come from a very well-resourced state, New South Wales.
Yeah.
And then going to the Hurricanes, where it's slightly smaller team, smaller state, smaller talent pool. So I guess, the transition there was a bit challenging, going to a Hurricanes team that hadn't really experienced a great deal of success. Coming from the Thunder, where we did experience a great deal of success, and it was a lot of fun along the way. I loved my time at the Hurricanes, but I guess like our state as a whole, we've gotten to a point where like we're really competitive, and which I think is incredible. We won 3 titles in the WNCL, and you don't do that from doing nothing. Recruited very, very well. We've got some really incredible cricketers down there. But then, I guess the WBBL means there's international players who come and play for your team, and I guess, they've got a very experienced lineup, and probably felt like I wasn't going to get a lot of opportunity there. So then, moving to the Renegades, I think, it was a bit of a risk at the time and wasn't quite sure what to expect. But, we ended up winning the title last year, and, incredible moment to be back on the MCG in the, did I say MCG?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's where we played the first final for the WBBL, where we won with the Thunder, and then back there 10 years later with the Melbourne Renegades, MCG, WBBL final. And, incredible to go on to win it. I guess, bit of a risk, but paid off.
Yeah, you touched on it a bit, but is it weird one part of the season you're studying the opposition, like certain players, and then the next part of the season they're your teammates?
Yeah, it's really strange, especially like the teammates in Tassie. You spend so much time, connecting with them and understanding what they're trying to work on as well, and that's part of how we've been really successful down in Tasmania, is understanding our teammates, being connected on and off the field. And to kind of have a little bit of insight to what they've been working on and knowing what, how they want to change their game and evolve as well. I think it's you get a little level up with that. But sometimes it doesn't come off as well, which is completely okay. So, it is strange, but I think it's really cool to play alongside different people. Really tests who you are and how you connect with people.
Yeah. What's the goal for the Renegades this year? Take out another title?
Yeah, I think back-to-back would be unreal. I definitely think we've got the group to do it. We've stayed pretty consistently with our list, and we're missing Hayley Matthews, her international experience. I think she'll be a huge loss for us, but I think we've got enough people with a good set of skill sets to cover her, so I think it should be really cool, and I think we definitely have the squad to try and go back-to-back. Yeah.
I've got a little video I want you to react to. It's your first interview with the Thunder.
And tell us about the decision to sign with the Sydney Thunder.
Pretty easy, from the Western Sydney, from the Hawkesbury, so it was pretty good. Thunder's always been mainstream out there, so it was a pretty easy decision.
Obviously, we've got a couple of players on board that you would have played with previously, the likes of Alex Blackwell, Steph DeFara. Must be looking forward to playing with those girls in, I guess, a new sort of environment.
Yeah, I played with Steph for many years, with club cricket and the Breakers, and also with Alex Blackwell, great captain, and I'm looking forward to getting on the field with those girls.
What are you hoping to get out of the first season of the Women's Big Bash?
Just getting in there and having a go. First year, making a statement. I think that's probably one of the biggest goals of the whole team and the whole organisation.
How are you going to feel about, I know you've been a big part of the Breakers set up the last couple of years, playing against some of those girls that you've had as teammates for the last few seasons?
Well, a lot of them we still train with, so I think it won't be too hard, getting on there and still playing against them, because we know their games back in the hand, so should be right.
And obviously a bit of representative cricket this season. You spent a bit of time in Sri Lanka earlier in the year. Tell us a little bit about that.
That was awesome. Amazing experience. Very, very tough and challenging, but I think it was pretty good to start off the season with that and bring it into our training environment here.
So little.
You seemed a bit nervous in the interview.
Oh, well, that was just the stage of the game at that point. Not a lot of media training. I remember when we first came into camp for the Thunder, they got this, media guru to come in and kind of help try and train us a little bit. Yeah. And everybody was just taking the piss. Everyone was giggling and laughing, and she was getting the shits with us because, well, we didn't know what to expect. I think I'd played one game on TV before the WBBL, and that entire season was about to be on live TV and stuff. So I think it was just a complete change of scenery for us. And you can see there, that's horrendous media right there for me.
No, it's pretty.
Yeah, you
pretty
can see my little brain just ticking over, trying to get the words out.
Do you think you back then would have known what the game has evolved into today? Did you believe, or was it kind of oh, it could, or you just didn't know?
I think like we were all probably just a bit naive to actually know what was going to happen. So it was probably naivety is bliss, because you just go out and you have fun and you play cricket, and playing our first year of the WBBL, no one really knew what was going to happen, which is cool. I think that's probably the best way to be. I think if you put expectations on something, you probably get a little bit disappointed if it doesn't work out how you want it to. So for us, I think we're dubbed to come 7th or something in the season, and to go on and win it was completely unreal, and beat the Sixers in the final was really cool.
Yeah, I hate the Sixers. How was it literally being one of the first players to ever play in the WBBL? Like, it wasn't like, oh, it's like sort of a new competition. It's like your name is literally, if you search up first players to play in the WBBL, your name is on that list.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And it was so strange because like we rocked up to Howell Oval for our first game. We played the Sixers. So a little, Sydney bash to start off our campaign. And like when you play your first game, like you'll receive a cap. Here's your cap. Congratulations, your cap number, whatever. But it was just like, got your uniform. They handed out the caps and like that was it. It was
really?
like there was no, presentation. Like I guess no one really knew what was the standard because we'd never really happened before. Brand new competition, and I think it was really strange. But I guess we've kind of played a game the other day. Who's a WBBL player you haven't thought of for a while. And it's like so many people played in that game. It's like there's just so many random people who played in that first inaugural competition that it's just so strange that they were there. And it was like, pretty lucky that I've been able to play for another 9 seasons after that. So it is very special to be one of the first players, but then also to go on and play over 100 games of WBBL. It's pretty incredible. So very fortunate.
If you could go back and tell yourself 10 years ago one thing, what would you tell her? Say you were the interviewer, and you said, like, whoever was interviewing you, it turned into you now, and you could ask her one thing. What would you, or you could tell her one thing. What would you tell her?
This question comes up a fair bit, and like it's funny because you think like, what would you tell your younger self? And it's just like my younger self would tell me to probably fuck off. Like, I don't know. Probably just like take on feedback as much as possible, but also just try and be positive and just have fun, because I guess you just don't know when your last game of cricket could be. So many people just experience injury setbacks or like mental health, and they've not had the careers that they've ever wanted. And I feel really fortunate that my body has let me do what it's needed to do. But probably just try and improve as much as possible, take on that feedback, and continue to evolve and be a better cricketer every single day.
Did you have anyone in that team that was kind of a mentor for you that helped you really back yourself and give you that advice?
I mean, Alex Blackwell as our captain at that time, she was an incredible cricketer, mentor, leader. Felt as if, I had a lot of support from her, but our coach, Joanne Broadbent, she was the one who probably backed me the most. So, very fortunate that she gave me my first opportunity. But, to always back me, even when I wasn't in form. I think she probably knew that T20 cricket, bit of a fickle game. So, always supporting me, and, always backed me to go out and still play for the team. So, it was really cool.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing better than like getting back from your coach, because if you go out there and not that you want to fail, but you can fail and you're not going to just get dropped, then it instills so much belief in you. Yeah,
I mean, I have been dropped later in my career, so, it probably should have happened a lot earlier than what it did. But, I think the feeling of being dropped isn't nice. But, when you are supported, you are able to go out and execute your skills at a greater level. So probably learnt that later on in my career, you know, moving to Tasmania and playing for a few different teams and probably having a better understanding of what I needed as a cricketer. But then also as a person, I think, we in Tasmania, we probably value that, you know, high challenge but high support environment. So, we want to challenge our athletes but also provide the support that's needed, you know, when things don't go well.
I want to touch on you growing up a little bit. Born in Blacktown.
Yep.
Raised in Windsor.
Yep.
Was it always cricket or did you play other sports growing up?
I played 12 years of soccer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. When I was at school, played every sport that I possibly could. Touch football, Oztag. When I got into high school, played a bit of Aussie rules as well. But didn't love learning, but obviously as an adult, had to make myself become a bit more of a learner. But I was always playing sport as much as possible. A lot of athletics. But cricket started playing when I was 8 years old and never really looked back ever since. Yeah,
was it always like, I want to be a professional cricketer? Or did it develop into that?
Yeah, not really. There was no female cricket played on TV. So every cricket match we went to or I watched, it was male cricket. Ricky Ponting, Adam Gilchrist, Brett Lee. And then it became, Mike Hussey, incredible cricketers. I guess, it wasn't until I started to play, some higher level cricket was when it started to become on TV and you could actually watch, Alex Blackwell, Elise Perry, Elisa Healy, eventually Meg Lanning. Those people perform at the highest level. And, wasn't really becoming a professional cricketer wasn't really a thing back then. So it all happened really quickly and, really fortunate that, dreams do come true.
Yeah. How do you think you stayed on that path then? Because obviously if there's no one to really see that you can, like no one to like say when I was younger I wanted to be a professional cricketer, I can look at like Michael Clark, Steve Smith, people like that. How do you think you stayed on the path if there wasn't really anyone to follow?
Well, I was in a lot of, pathway programs with New South Wales. So I guess we could see what the path was without seeing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, it was always play for New South Wales. You get to after under 18s or under 19s and, maybe you'll get a contract with New South Wales, but what were they playing? Like 6 one-day cricket games and 12 T20s back then. And then, an Australian series here and there. You couldn't really see the path. But I guess I didn't really see it until, I came out of under 18s, just finished high school. There weren't a lot of opportunities playing for New South Wales because they had so many Australian players. And there was an opportunity to go and play a gap year of cricket over in the Netherlands. So, so random. But, I've got Dutch heritage, so it's a bit of a no-brainer to go and have some fun, play a lot of cricket and, come back a little bit too unfit for my liking. But, ended up getting that sorted. But, I guess those opportunities probably made it a little bit more realistic, I suppose. After that, played a little bit in New Zealand as well. So, the following year, I was selected to play for New South Wales. Yeah,
what was it like going to the Netherlands to play cricket? Obviously a way different environment to here.
I don't think they've really changed too much from back then. But it was really cool. I think just the ability to go over and just have fun, let your hair down, meet people, just make mistakes, figure out your cricket. But then I think there was a bit of, the extra pressure of going over being like the overseas player and to perform. I think that was a really cool challenge. And, I was so homesick when I was there, but I look back on those months that I lived there and I think it was, probably a really cool experience and I'd probably do it again.
There's a few things that the cricket community are divided on.
Okay.
So I got a few questions for you.
Yep.
To just hear your opinion on them. So first one, so like it'll set the tone of what it actually is. First one, mancads. Good? Allow it or nah?
Well, they changed the rules, didn't they? I think if you give them a warning.
So one warning and then...
Give them a warning. And if they do it again, then I reckon it's fair play.
Have you ever done a mancad?
No. I've probably joked about it a little bit. But I probably wouldn't do it. Unless I didn't really like the person.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like if you do it though, you're kind of like... It's like you're like earmarked. It's like when Adam Zampa did it.
Yeah.
And then for like the next 6 months, anytime someone mentioned Adam Zampa, it's like, oh, he did a mancad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Lizelle Lee, she plays for the Hurricanes, and she said she would do it to win a World Cup.
Yeah, I guess.
I reckon desperation.
Yeah, do anything to win.
Do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's like I was thinking about it. Do you watch the NRL?
I used to a little bit.
Do you go for anyone? Do you go for Penrith?
Well, I don't mind the Eels.
Yeah, so you got a great team. Yeah, that's who I go for as well. No, but you look at, like, obviously, you probably know Penrith won the last 4 comps.
Yeah.
They'll just do anything to win, and I feel like Mancad is doing anything to win.
Yeah, what are they doing? Were they wetting the ball?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. I think a lot of it.
Work?
I think a lot of it is just media beat up, like just media bullshit. But they won 4 comps in a row, so you'll take it. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. The next one. Celebrating before the umps raise his finger. Like fast bowler running in. Hit him plumb, you just keep running, celebrating.
I think you'd probably have to appeal, don't you? To be given? Yeah. Probably not.
Not?
Yeah.
Send-offs. Kind of goes hand in hand with the last one. Love them? Yeah. I actually like them as well.
Yeah.
I was watching a bit of Mitch Johnson highlights yesterday, just as you do. And just to stare and just get back to the change room, just a little spray, especially against England.
Yeah, I can love it.
Yeah.
Watch a little bit of NBA.
Yeah.
Like the taunting and stuff. I reckon 100% we need more of it.
Who do you go for in the NBA?
Come to like Golden State.
Oh yeah, a bit of Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph's good.
Yeah.
Individual players though, Ant-Man.
Yeah, I'm a Timberwolves fan.
Yeah.
I love Ant-Man.
KD's good.
Yeah.
There's some Wemby.
Yeah, well, he's just a freak.
He's huge.
Mate, I just wish I was that tall.
I don't know. I don't know. I think, can you imagine me on a plane?
Yeah, but
how uncomfortable.
He's got the amount of money he's making, just fly private every time.
Yeah, he's probably got his own jet.
Yeah, exactly. The Wemby jet. Well, his logo is like an alien. Probably got a spaceship. Yeah. Next one. Walking. Like, say Nick one, umpire gives you not out. Would you walk or nah?
This is a hard one because I really like fairness. I'm a big fan of fairness. But the umpires are also there to do their jobs. So I reckon if the game depended on it, probably not. Yeah,
I was talking to Hannah Darlington last week about it, and I agree with what she said. It kind of evens out with, like, you get a stiff call and then you have to go. And say you do nick one, then that's like your little get back, you know? Yeah,
I mean, I've been given out sweeping and it's like hit my glove, so it hasn't made it anywhere near my pad. Because it, from front on, it looks like it's hit my pad. So I've been given out like that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get an absolute howler. So yeah, I think it evens it out.
Yeah, that just reminds me of a story. My grandma one time came to watch me play, and I've nicked one onto my pad. Like, clean nick, and the umpire's giving me out, and I've walked off like fucking blowing up. Like, I went in the change rooms and I've come out and just like, fuck this, fuck that, and she was not a fan of it.
Very happy with it. She's never coming to watch you ever again.
Nah, not after that. I think she learned a few words that day. She's not much of a swearer.
Yeah.
But, the next one. This is more of a question. What is the worst excuse you've ever heard from someone getting out? Are there any bad excuses going around? It's pretty tough in professional cricket, I feel like, because it's actually on video when you get out.
Yeah, I feel like when you get to our level, like if someone makes an excuse, it's probably going to catch up with them.
Yeah.
Like they're going to find themselves probably just watching cricket. Like, if you know what I
really?
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard that many recently, I don't think. Like, just the classic, like, I was an absolute seed, when it's just like you just missed
Just
a
a
straight one.
yeah. Do you have, like, your 3 goats of cricket? They don't have to be statistically the best player ever, but do you have, like, 3 people that are kind of your Mount Rushmore of cricket? Obviously, the 4th head it's yourself, and the other 3.
Yeah, just looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
I think the number one for me, like, in the women's space, would be like Meg Lanning.
Yeah.
Like, incredible cricketer. Like, she's
For
scored
sure.
15 ODI hundreds. And yeah, obviously she's just retired from international cricket, probably way too young, but yeah, incredible cricketer, and to captain such a young age. So she's definitely up there. I loved Adam Gilchrist.
Yeah.
I used to bat with Puma when I was like 10 years old, and everything was Puma. So yeah, loved him. Not that I was a bit of a wicket keeper when I was growing up, but I wasn't a lefty, so it's a bit of a strange one. But yeah, I loved Gilly. He's such a nice man. And then the third one, probably like Pat Cummins is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's a West boy.
Yeah.
Western Sydney boy. So
Penrith boy, yeah.
yeah, I think he's in there.
Man, he just can't put a foot wrong, eh? Great
He's
looking
so
bloke.
He's perfect.
Great cricketer.
He's perfect, isn't he?
Great
Yeah.
guy from
Yeah.
I've never met him, but
Yeah.
surely
Just
he
like
can't.
loves the environment as well.
Yeah.
Owns a farm. He's just
Mate,
perfect, isn't he?
He cannot put a foot wrong, that guy. Chic hydro, best a man can get. Yeah, what a guy. I put something up on the story yesterday. I don't know if
Yeah.
you saw.
Yeah.
We got a few viewer questions. First, how many times a week do you train?
We are 4 days a week. So we get 1 day a week that is kind of like personal development.
Yeah.
Also a bit of a rest day as well, and get weekends off as well. So
Yeah. Do you have a greatest cricket bat of all time? Like the best bat ever made?
as have I used one?
Yeah, no, just like I mean,
Oh,
you know
what's
how everyone
the
has like
best
that one
brand?
bat?
Yeah.
Like for me, I feel like growing up, it was like the MC Spartan. Everyone wanted that bat.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a coach at New South Wales, Dom Thornley. He gave me one of his GM bats,
Yeah.
and yeah, we got it shaved down, and it was amazing. It was so good, and then it broke, and I got really sad.
Oh, fine. Nothing worse.
But best bat, I don't know. I just loved the Pumas when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And yeah, Puma doesn't exist anymore, so
Yeah, they need to bring it back.
yeah.
If Pumas come back as a brand, I feel like they need to bring back their cricket stuff
not in
now.
cricket though.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
Well, I feel like Grey Nick is kind of like that is the pinnacle at the moment. I reckon. Although there's a few people left recently, but yeah, I think the premium brands at the moment it's like Kookaburra and Grey Nick. I think, and then DSC is probably there as well.
I remember all the Indian players had the Nike bats. I remember I used to think that was so cool.
Yeah, or
That
like good old MRF back in the day.
Like the Virat Kohli
Yeah.
gun. But yeah, the Nike bats were probably just Kookaburras with Nike sticker on them.
Yeah,
to
you
be
actually
honest.
don't know.
Yeah,
It all
exactly.
comes from the same place anyway.
Yeah, exactly. All right, did you have I know you said like your 3 goats, but did you have growing up, did you have an idol, Adam Gilchrist?
An idol. Yeah, Gilly was probably up there. I don't know. Probably like idolized a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Were they all cricketers, or was there like?
Well, I probably idolized my mum a little bit. Always really close with her, and yeah, like loved Gilly, and I guess probably like Elise Perry a little bit. But then it was like I was on the same I was on the same team as her eventually, so it's can't really idolize.
Yeah.
Can you? Or maybe you can.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what was that like going into? I always love to ask, like pro footy players, pro cricket players. What's it like? One week you're watching someone on TV, and then the next week you're rubbing shoulders with them. What was that like?
Yeah, it's so weird because like when you're on the other side of the fence, like you're watching these people play, and I guess so many people idolise Pez because, you know, the dual athlete, you know, such an inspiring person. It's funny, on my debut for New South Wales, this doesn't really happen too much, but I think I was running like fine leg to fine leg.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, probably done it for about 10 overs or so. And I know that Pez was also running boundary to boundary as well, and she was on the other side of the field as me. And got to, I don't know, 10 overs in, and I was like, oh, Pez, like, do you mind if we swap? Like, do you mind if we, you know, like, you stay on that field? And she's like, no. And then, because, like, I'm a young 19-year-old, and I was like, oh, okay. And, like, just kept running and just like, did boundary to boundary. And I was like, just, like, dumb 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, just stop it, Gnomes. You shouldn't be asking Pez to, like, swap positions with you. I was so stupid.
No, I feel like it's funny. I feel like a lot of young players that come in, they all have that was actually the next question I was going to ask you. Did you have like a welcome to the big time moment? But they all have one moment that they remember, and it was like, shit, like, this is the real thing now.
Yeah, that wasn't probably just it.
Yeah.
But that was like just my first game at New South Wales, and I always think about that. I'm like, oh, you were so stupid.
Did you have a moment like when you were batting, you were facing someone, or you were bowling to someone that it's like, this is it now, this is where I've always wanted to be?
Yeah, I mean, probably standing in the middle of the MCG in a WBBL final. But then the next week after that was standing on Adelaide Oval, debuting for Australia. It was also like an insane experience. I guess lucky enough to do it just once, but some people never get the opportunity to do so. So, yeah, standing in an incredibly nice stadium, Adelaide Oval, playing for Australia, I think, yeah, that was a pretty surreal moment. So, yeah, I'd say, those two occasions pretty.
You've seen the women's cricket game evolve so much. Has there been a standout moment that's just meant a lot to you, or a way that it's evolved that's meant the most?
Well, the World Cup final 2020, I think a lot of people probably bring up that moment to, you know, it probably stamps a mark in history, winning against. They beat India, didn't they? In the final.
And it was
MCG,
International Women's Day as well.
Yeah, International Women's Day. You know, 90,000. I think they, I guess they probably didn't really know what that was going to look like. But, yeah, pretty monumentous occasion in history. I think from a female perspective in women's sport, I think like that should have been the momentum starter, but then I think you've seen other teams probably use that momentum, and like you look at the Matildas, how incredible they've been, and yeah, I feel like we might have missed a trick a little bit there in the cricket space. Keep storytelling and getting people to come to the games and watch cricket. I think that was the moment. I would say.
I think it was just timing as well, because obviously 2020 and then everything goes into COVID pretty much.
Yeah.
So there's no crowds at games, and there's people, like everyone's just watching from their TV. Yeah. So it's hard to keep that connection. Do you have one thing in a life of a cricketer that people don't see?
I'd say it's just like the emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
So you're always kind of chasing that high. You might have one good innings out of 10. Like you look at Test cricket and the highs and the lows of that. Yeah, it's probably like, just the emotional roller coaster, and you still have to show up and be your authentic self as much as you can.
There's obviously a million kids trying to be cricketers. Why did Naomi make it?
Oh, I think I've always just been a little bit of like an underdog.
Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, I think they do. Well, I used to call myself a bit of an underdog, and someone had told me like, "Oh, I just hate that term. Like, it just doesn't really exist." And I was like, "Well,
it's literally right here."
I think because I was never the best cricketer, that meant that I had to, always work a little bit extra on certain things in my game, and I guess it's just sometimes it's clicked, sometimes it hasn't, but I think probably just being a bit of a scrapper has really worked for me, and I'm still scrapping my way to this day.
It obviously works.
It's working.
So if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Just to finish us off, do you have a funniest thing you've heard on a cricket field, like a sledge or?
Yeah, I won't name names.
Yeah.
But one sledge that I wasn't playing the game, but I heard about it afterwards, was there was this player who was playing for New South Wales, and she swung and missed at a few, and 3-4 balls just swing and a miss, and then the keeper eventually took it, ran up towards the stumps, and was like, "Well, if her bat was as big as her ass, maybe she did it."
That's elite.
Yeah.
There's so many. So I feel like there's so many funny stories about there. Just keepers, especially. I always say rogue shit.
Well, I think you have to be a certain kind of person to be a keeper.
Yeah.
Like you'll have to say shit, I reckon.
Yeah.
So you have to be a certain type of person.
Yeah. Well, it's a long day out there just catching balls. So
yeah,
you got to make it funny in some way, I guess. Thanks so much for coming on, Naomi. Been a great chat.
Thank you.
Good luck with the season.
Thanks.
Good luck with everything. Good luck with life. Good luck
too.
with thanks.
Good luck with uni.
Yeah, fuck uni. Thanks for jumping on. Been a great chat. You're a legend. Good luck.
Thanks for having me.